Never give up. Do you know the words that have saved millions standing on the edge? Not a sermon, not some magical therapy, just 7 words. Don't give up. Never ever give up. Short, but powerful enough to lift a head that was about to fall forever. ITSTARTSWITHASENTENCE. Have you ever heard a sentence that didn't just touch your ears, but pierced your soul? I have. 7 words, small in size, but big enough to spin an entire life around. Don't give up. Never, ever give up. I wasn't special, not a genius, just a kid who once finished a math book in a week and quietly asked, could I be meant for something more? While others dreamed of becoming astronauts, I dreamed of becoming someone who dares to dream. Because once, I heard an ordinary man say something extraordinary. He didn't scream. He didn't preach. He simply inspired by living a life aligned with his purpose. And from that moment, I understood. Strength doesn't come from where you're from. It comes from where you choose to go. You can choose too, to rise, to keep going, even when no one else believes you can. Because at the root of every great journey, there was once just a tiny seed of belief. And then, life starts testing you. You stumble. You break. You doubt. Will you still stand? Fall and rise. There will be days you fall, not once, maybe 10 times, maybe 100. And with each fall, you'll feel a little more broken. I've been there. Each failure felt like the end. But somehow, I tried one more time. And if that failed, I'd try again. Because as long as I'm still trying, I still have a chance to rewrite my story. You don't need to win right away. You just need to never quit. Every legend you admire today, they weren't flawless. They simply had this power, to stand up when everything screamed for them to stay down. Life doesn't demand perfection. It asks for persistence, even if it's just one trembling step in the dark. You ask me, how do I survive this despair? I won't promise you'll win tomorrow, but I can promise this. You will lose if you give up. But if you keep going, I don't know what will happen, but it might just be a miracle. And miracles belong to those who dare to believe and dare to rise. So, do you dare? The power only you have. I've felt empty, exhausted, shattered, done. Some mornings, I couldn't even get out of bed. But then, I opened my eyes and saw the only thing I had left. A choice. I could surrender, or I could choose to rise. No one can walk this for you. No one can carry your pain. No one can make this choice but you. I'm no longer afraid. I fear no one. I create. I conquer. From the moment you decide, I won't live one more day in doubt. From the moment you scream in silence, I will not give up. The universe shifts. Obstacles step back, and doors appear where there were only walls. You may not control everything, but you can control your will to stand. Look in the mirror, not to see your scars, but to witness behind those tired eyes a fire that never died. And if you choose to reignite it today, tomorrow nothing can stop you. That power, it's already inside you, just waiting to be awakened. Between comfort and courage. Here's the truth. Comfort is always available. Quitting is easy. Complaining is convenient. Blaming feels light, but it'll cost you your life. If you do what's easy, life becomes hard. If you do what's hard, life becomes easier. You can choose to hide. Choose to bow to fear. Choose to drift through life like there's nothing left to hope for. OR. You can lace your shoes, wipe your face, and walk back into the storm even when it hurts like hell. Wake up early. Prepare. Be ready to be rejected. Be ready to fall. But never be ready to give up on yourself. Grab life by the collar. Look challenge dead in the eye and say, I'm ready. I will begin again. I will not back down. No one remembers the ones who almost made it. They remember the ones who refuse to stop. And if you're serious about your dream, you'll learn to love the pain that shapes it. Because when you come out the other side, you won't just be stronger. You'll be reborn. Your time is now. This is not a season for the lukewarm. Not for those waiting on the perfect time. Not for those sitting back for miracles. I'm ready to be misunderstood. Ready to be rejected. Ready to fall, but never to stop. Because this is my moment. And if I won't rise for myself, who will? It's hard, but it's worth it. It's tiring, but it clears the way. The people who changed the world, they didn't do the impossible. They just dared to try, again and again. If they could turn impossible into I'm possible, so can you, turning today's pain into tomorrow's power. Because every time you show up, every time you begin again, life steps back one more inch, and you step forward. Today may be tough, but if you keep walking, tomorrow becomes your reward. And you'll see, it all began with one choice. The choice to never give up. Tomorrow begins today. Tomorrow isn't some distant land. It begins the moment you choose not to give up today. Tomorrow is your first day. Will you do it, Chris? Yes, sir. Simple, but powerful. A sentence, a commitment, a single step that opens the path to everything. You don't have to wait until you're strong enough. You just need enough courage to begin. No one asks how many times you fell. No one counts your stumbles. They only remember the moment you stood up and never looked back. Starting today, you won't live like someone afraid. You are someone who has walked through darkness, faced their reflection, and chose a life that is worthy. I can. I will. I must. You've been to the bottom. You're no longer the same. And the world is waiting for your light. Step out of that shadow, because it's time to rise and live like life belongs to you. Never give up. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. You're just getting started. You've heard it all, not someone else's story. Yours, told in pain and fire and quiet courage. You've fallen. You've considered quitting. You've been silent in front of your own dreams. But you're still here, still listening, still carrying something inside that hasn't died. That's the FLAME. The part of you that's strongest, even if you forgot it. Light it again. Stand up, not because someone's watching, but because you deserve the strongest version of yourself. No one promised the road would be easy, but all of us were given the right to keep going. So today, what do you choose? To rest or to rise? To fade or to fight? To keep dreaming or to make the dream move? Never give up, no matter who doubts you, no matter what happened. Because from this moment on, you are not who you were, and the world is waiting for you to shine. So walk now.